Welcome, everyone, to this week's episode of Unrooted Men's Volleyball Edition. And my guest for this week's show is none other than sophomore setter on the men's volleyball team here at Menlo College, Trey Lake. Trey, thanks so much for joining me on the show.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
You're very welcome. Let's start by talking a little bit about yourself. Now, back in high school at Clovis High, you played football and basketball in addition to volleyball. So you played Trey Sports.
There it is.
Had to go there. Terrible joke. What positions did you play at the other sports, and how much did you enjoy playing them?
For football, I was a quarterback, and then for basketball, I was a shooting guard. And I mean, each sport has a different environment. So, different friends in football, different friends in basketball, different friends in volleyball. So the atmosphere was always different. So that was what I enjoyed the most, was I wasn't stuck doing the same thing year round. I never got tired. Mm-hmm. So it was when it came football season, I had my friends. Basketball season, had my friends. Volleyball season, had my friends. And then it just carried on like that to where I just had an abundance of friends now. So that was the main part, just the memories, being able to make them with those. Is
being a high school quarterback as fun as I think it would be? Being the center of attention?
It has its ups and its downs, yeah. But then also, if you're not winning.
Did you win?
We won a good amount of games. We didn't win every game. We didn't win the championship, unfortunately. But we won quite a few games. So it was a lot of fun, though. And just to kind of have that weight on your shoulder, and that was something I had wanted since I was a little kid, because I grew up watching close-eye football games, and I literally had dreams of running out of the tunnel, being the quarterback and stuff. So that was definitely a dream come true for me.
Yeah, you got to live it. That's absolutely surreal. Now, on the first show of the year, Coach Hollenbeck said that you were a Cowboy type of person. I never really saw that in you before. So where does that persona come from? Probably from whenever we're taking trips, I want to listen to country music. Yes.
I'm a big country music fan. I like camo. And then, just being from Clovis, kind of get that stigma of it's a country area, got a lot of land. Not like up here where it's just all impacted and homes, no huge backyards, huge front yards, really. So I think just kind of living in that environment, kind of just assumed.
And you got your boots.
And I do have my boots, yeah. I like the rodeo. The Close Rodeo is pretty cool.
There you go.
Should check that one out for sure.
There you go. Have you ever heard of the California Rodeo, Salinas?
I've heard of it. I've never been to it. But
my hometown, supposedly the largest rodeo in the entire state of California. Been going on for 103 years now, I think we just had. Wow. So I'll check out Clovis if you check out Salinas.
I might have to.
It's in summer. So you won't have any school conflicts, that's for sure. Just make sure you're not going on vacation or something.
Yeah, I might have to check that out.
Head on down my way, I'll come up yours.
Sounds like fun.
Now let's talk about the Oaks here a little bit. Menlo swept a pair of matches last week against Westcliff, winning all 6 sets. Were there many adjustments that you had to make before going into the second match against Westcliff, knowing that you just played them the night before?
I wouldn't really say any adjustments. It was we're more worried about just doing what we need to do on our side of the net and letting the game take care of itself. Adjustments, just, you see those guys the night before, you kind of know their tendencies, so you can pick up on that a little bit. But really it was just, playing our game, what we need to do, worrying about ourselves, and not letting what they're doing affect us too much. So pretty much it, yeah. It was pretty smooth transition from one night to the other. We got a few different players in there, kind of so it was good.
Now, you were here for the inaugural season when the Oaks won 4 games. This year, you're 3-1 after the first month of the entire year, already almost equaling the win total. What seems to be different around the team here in year number 2?
A huge thing is just experience. We got a whole year under our belt, so we're just already a whole year better. And then we add some new young guys that are stepping up huge, helping us out. And then our practices are pretty intense, and we're playing at a high level all the time because we do have those new young guys, and guys from last year are much better. So just our practices, being able to compete at a high level all the time has been helping us tremendously. So
2 weeks into the season, and already you've had 2 different GSAC attackers of the week to go along with yourself winning setter of the week in week 1. How nice is it to know that when you set the ball up, more times than not, someone's going to lay down a kill on the other end?
It's huge knowing that, and I want the hitters to know that too, have that confidence, because if I'm going to give the ball to you, expect to get a kill, and if you don't, the team's behind to cover you, or we're live for the next point. But it's really good to know, I have multiple options, not just stuck on one guy. I can go to anybody, and I'm confident in them. So It's been good so far. I appreciate it.
Now, when the Oaks get back into action, you'll be taking on a GSAC opponent for the first time here in 2019. You'll face Hope International. They were a great team last year, just outside the top 10 nationally this year. What do you expect to see when you see them next on February 8th?
I mean, we expect their best. We expect, every team we play to come out and give us their best, and we want that. We want to compete against great teams because it's just going to make us better if it challenges us. So we're looking forward to that. Hopefully, it's a great match, and hopefully it sways in our favor. But, I mean, either way, it's going to be a big learning lesson because we'll play them again. Mm-hmm. So that's the biggest thing, I think, is just expecting their best.
All right, Trey, let's get into the final segment of the show. It's called Brownie Bites. I'm going to ask you 3 off-the-wall questions. Give me your best answers.
Sounds good.
Question number 1, which teammate would most likely play the villain in a Western?
This one was tough for me to think because, I don't think any of my guys are villains.
Yeah, of course. You want to think positively.
Exactly. I would have to go with Akash Dother just because he's a goofy kind of guy and he'll mess with people. And so he just kind of have that, he wouldn't really want to be a good guy necessarily. He'd want to just mess with you and be if he had to be. And when I asked too, I was like, man, who would be? He's like, oh, I want to be it. And I was like,
he volunteered to be the bad guy.
I was like, that's perfect, exactly.
See, that's funny because every interaction I've had with him, I wouldn't have pegged him as the villain, but perhaps he's just kind of putting on.
He's just a goofy guy. He's super laid back, goofy, and he's a real nice dude. Definitely not a mean person at all. He's just a goofy he'll mess with you a little bit here and there.
So he's definitely getting vanquished. Yeah. Right? Like the villain is not winning this Western.
No.
The Cowboy's going to come in and take care of business. Oh, yeah. Question number 2, which teammate would make the worst holder for a football kicker?
I'd have to go with Justice Patterson because he only has one hand right now.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a low blow.
I know. I had to bring it up, though, because it's kind of funny to me. He's one of my best friends on the team, so just joking with him about it and stuff, and I don't think he can catch very well with just one hand.
No, probably not. I also know, though, he doesn't have a very good basketball shot. So the constant theme with him is that volleyball is his sport, and there aren't a whole lot of other sports.
Yeah, he did play football, though, so maybe he does have good hands. I don't know. I have to test that out one day.
Do you know what position?
I want to say he was a tight end.
Okay.
I think he was.
Tight end probably would have been my second guess. I was maybe thinking even D-line.
Yeah.
An athletic defensive linebacker
both ways, yeah.
Or maybe linebacker,
I don't know. I'll have to ask him one day, get out there and run some routes.
We'll see if he can catch the ball. And then question number 3, which teammate could pick up roping the quickest?
I'd have to go with Clayton Chernich just because he's one of those people that just seems to be pretty good at everything. He could just pick up anything and be good at it, so I'd have to go with him.
Have you ever tried?
No. Yeah. You mess around with what you have, but not a real rope like that. No.
You're not actually out on a ranch or something doing that.
Unfortunately, no. I should try that though.
Yeah, good luck to you. I've never tried, and quite frankly, I don't want to try because I know that's something that I would not be good at.
I think I could be decent at it.
I could see you. Look, you were a high school quarterback. You can pretty much do anything, right?
I don't know if I could do anything, but I like to think I can.
Okay, so there you go.
So I'd have that confidence behind it. I could do this.
Exactly, because being a high school quarterback, quarterback in general, you have to have confidence that you're going to go out there, lead the troops. So you have to have confidence you're going to go out there and rally the troops with the rope, I guess. I don't know.
Catch something with it, yeah.
We'll test that out at the California Rodeo Salinas this upcoming summer at the Salinas Sports Complex when Trey Lake will be there.
I might be there.
He absolutely will. Trey, thanks for joining me on the show. I appreciate it.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome. Folks, the men's volleyball team, they are off this week as they prepare for their upcoming Golden State Athletic Conference opener. It is down in Fullerton as they take on the Royals of Hope International University on Friday, February 8th. We invite you to tune into next week's episode of Unrooted Men's Volleyball Edition when Trey Lake will select the next interviewee by me, Brian Brownfield, right here on the show. Until then, we'll see you next time. Take care, everyone.